Friends, this is the council. Welcome back to the council. We are a person called Louis Derichier. And we are currently in the process of trying to find Manuel Godoy, who is particularly elusive. But we went into his room and he's not in his room. We need to convince Manuel to let go of the American states that Spain currently own. This is set in the late 1700s. So, yeah. Thank you very much, Kale. Yes, people, I do not like any kind of spoilers. Don't like anything. If I've got any questions, then you will see a very subtle sign that goes like this. Very subtle. Which will tell you that I do have a genuine question. You know? Gotta go do work? That's alright. Go do your work. Go do what you need to do, Nomiel. Alright? It's fine to get your... It's fine. You get to sign a contract live on the 12th. It'll settle the nerves. A contract? Would you say you like to be in control? Yes. Yes, I do. 110%.
Ah,
110%.
Monsieur de Richet. You wouldn't have seen Duke Manuel by any chance, would you?
I was going to ask you the same question.
I wanted to speak to him, but no one will open the door. I'm not sure he's in there.
If I want to pass through, I'll have to get Volner out of the way.
Now, I've already passed through. So... I've already been into the room and there's nobody in there. Make him leave. Make him search somewhere else. No, because he'll probably find him. Make up a story to get through. I'm just going to move away.
He won't let me by. I'll have to find another way of getting into the damned room.
Because I've already been in the room. I've already been in the room, so that's not a problem. I am now unnerved that he hasn't recorded the fact that I've been in the room, so I'm going to have to quickly go in again. But do we have anything in the journal that will help us? No, we've dead. That's proof that we've definitely been in the room. That's fine. We've got bribery material. That's great. That works, you know? Speaking of liking and being in control. Hi, Jam! Gonna be lurking a bit, gotta edit photos. No worries, Morgan, you take it easy. Your first paid photography job? That's amazing news. That is absolutely fantastic news. Congratulations, friend. You know where he could be? Could he be upstairs? Could he be upstairs? The only place that I could think he would be is in the small salon. That's the only place I could think he would be.
I would like to come in.
I am sorry, sir, but that is not possible for the moment.
Conviction is 3. What's going on?
Why do you ask?
Sir Gregory's orders, sir.
Can you tell me where I can find Duke Manuel, please?
Alas, I do not know, sir. I can only assure you he is not in the small salon.
Where could he be? We could try a conviction. We don't exactly have points to spare, but if let's do this.
I'm looking for someone. Tell me at least who's in there so I don't needlessly go looking around for hours.
Duchess Hillsborough is speaking with Sir Gregory, sir. The other guests have gone back to their rooms through the other side.
Okay, cool.
Very well. Thank you.
But
Good
at least
evening, sir.
I know who's in there. That's always useful. I'm sure people ask all the time, but what flavor jam was in the jar? People do. Normally my response depends on my mood. Today it's dragon fruit jam. Not hiding down here, is he? We've found 2 murdered people already. Let's see if we... do you know what I haven't checked? I haven't checked the garden. Critical Storms, how you doing, you beautiful human being? I haven't checked the gun. Oh, there he is. The cheeky devil. Right. Before we go any further, we do what we always do, friends, and check their weaknesses. Godoy. Manuel Godoy, Secretary of State and head of the Spanish government, a favorite of King Charles IV of Spain. Godoy rapidly climbed the political ranks, lover of Queen Marie, Queen Marie Louise Bourbon of Parma. He attracted envy of the Spanish princes. As Secretary of State, he developed and strengthened the Spanish colonial empire, especially in the Americas. A close friend of Louis XVI, King of France, he worked hard for the king's liberation, but in vain. This served to fuel his resentment of the Republican government of France. Invited by Sir Gregory home, Godoy arrived at the Lord Mortimer's manor with the firm intention of calming the expansionist desires of the United States of America on their continent. Okay. Right. Spanish Infanta? Yes. Yes. I believe, if I remember my history correctly. Now, our job is we've got to convince Godoy that France taking Spanish territory is a good decision. So I'm not sure that's we're going to do it anyway, because I think it's a wise decision in the long run. But I don't want to become the dog's body of this game. Been better, depression's hitting hard today, but I'm up and about, ordered some breakfast, spent extra long in the shower today. Yes, extra long in the shower is a great place. I love the shower. The shower is a wonderful place to just exist. You know, it's nice and warm, and you get clean. It's just I love the shower. You know? Managing to order food and having a decent shower is a win to me. And whatever you're dealing with today, you're doing well with. I agree. I agree entirely. It's the little victories, do you know what I mean? Critical storms, and they are completely valid and appreciated, you know? You know all about Spanish politics from the days of Blackadder? Good lord, Razola. Good lord. Right, okay. Here we go. Right, let me just quickly, before I jump into this, I want to remember what everything does. Royal Jelly restores 2 effort points. Golden Elixir, it cures negative alterations. Devil's Thorn temporarily reveals vulnerabilities and immunities. I'm definitely using one of those. And then Carmelite Water, the next use skill is free. We've stocked up on all of these, but I've got to be careful because I don't know how many more I can get of these.
Duke Manuel?
Well, Monsieur de Richet, I was not expecting you.
We don't like each other.
I am not in the mood, sir, I warn you. What do you want from me, sir?
Confrontation start. Why was he angry when he arrived? Rally him to Mortimer. Remind him of our country's common interests. I've come to get some fresh air. Volna is looking for you. About our spat at the conference. Right. I'm going to quickly down one of these to find out what it was. Why were you angry when you arrived?
I see you're still feeling under pressure. Since your arrival, I've noticed that you've been on the defensive. It seems to me that Monsieur Peru has a knack for getting your back up.
That is the least you can say. Indeed, I was warned. I knew what to expect. For God's sake, why in the hell did your people execute their king? Have the French gone stark raving mad? There are nothing but monarchies in power in Europe. They will all come crashing down on you.
We shall see. It might, well, turn out to be the opposite.
You certainly do not lack for audacity, young man. Just tell me one thing, monsieur. Why did you side with Mortimer? He is alone, isolated. The United States can do nothing to help you, and France is surrounded by over 10 countries, just waiting for the word to pounce. Really. I do not see why you choose Mortimer.
Vulnerability because the Order supports Mortimer, because he's going to be home. Let's go with the vulnerability. So occultism is a vulnerability. Okay, useful to know.
The Golden Order, my friend. The Order is everywhere. We come from France. We're President of the United States, England, and many other countries. We have ambitions and the means to carry them out. You'll see, once all hell breaks out and your English support starts to fade away. The Order is an international organization. It matters little what governments do. Otherwise, why would Mortimer have gone to the trouble of inviting my mother?
If you're right, Sir
Mystery.
Gregory has got it all wrong. Tell me, do you really believe Spain has any interest in ceding Louisiana to France?
And a vulnerability to manipulation. Very useful as well. I enjoy this.
Duke Manuel, for Spain, I don't know. But for you, I'm convinced that Lord Mortimer will thank you generously.
You would not be trying to bribe me, would you?
Nothing could be further from my mind. It would be an insult to believe that someone such as yourself might have a practical attitude towards its virtue. Even so, it is only natural that you be supported and encouraged if you were to follow Lord Mortimer, isn't it?
Indeed, for services rendered, it would be natural for me to receive compensation for the time spent achieving such an undertaking, yes?
Naturally. And, given your status, my Lord Duke, the compensation would have to be considerable.
Naturally. Tell me one last thing. What would I gain from all this?
Conviction, diversion. Push him to the black. To be free from home. Consolidate your position at the court of Spain. Oh, good one. How's it going, Gypsy J? How you doing? Never heard of this game, but it seems interesting. It is very... If you like political intrigue... I'll just... There we go. If you like political intrigue and stuff, this game is really fucking good. It's a really, really interesting game. It's very good at making you question everything. Making you second guess yourself all the fucking time. Like, currently I'm like, okay... Conviction, multiple, what will be grateful to you? Fucking hell, 6? Yeah, can fuck right off. Speak to him about what he won't lose. What would I have to gain for this? What he won't lose. Okay. Be free from home. Blackmail him, which is an easy enough done. Consider your position at the court of Spain. Consolidate your position at the court of Spain. I think free from home is the one that I'm going to be going with. What do we know about him? Remind myself. What do we know about Sir Gregory Home? Sir Gregory Home, Baron of Nottingham, is a very influential British aristocrat, confirmed royalist. Sir Gregory Home spent a career extending the influence of the United Kingdom throughout the world, from the flourishing East India Company to the Spanish trading market. Stamped his hallmark on the key decisions made by world's preeminent economic powers. In England, he contributed to the reduction of the national debt. Being very attached to family values, he invested his time in working class, creating charity schools in order to offer a decent education to future links in the next industrial revolution. Network builder, Home always finds pleasure in attending social gatherings with old friend Lord Mortimer. We know he's invulnerable to... I think he'll be invulnerable to conviction as well. Vulnerable to manipulation and occultism. Decision games always make me second guess myself. Normally I'm quite good, Gypsy J. Normally I'm quite good. I'd pick a decision, I'm like, fucking let's go. But this game is really good at making me question why I'm making those decisions. Super interesting game, interesting art style as well. Yeah, definitely. It reminds me a little bit of Dishonored. You know, love the art style and hope the game devs make another game like this. Yeah. I think we're in the middle. We're like chapter 3 or 4. I can't remember which one we're at. But it doesn't matter. We'll carry on. Okay. Be free from Gregory Home. Mortimer will be grateful to you. 6. Fuck that noise. I think he's going to be immune to it anyway. Speak to about what he won't lose. Rather, the diversionary trait. You know what, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna take another one of... Nope, wrong one. Take another one of these. Okay, so we're gonna go for the diversionary trait on account of... I don't want to talk about what he'll gain. And I know that that won't be a thing.
If you continue with Home, our two countries will become rivals. It could turn into war. Who knows?
It is likely even.
A war, Duke Manuel. On our own territories. Do you really see yourself committing the Kingdom of Spain to an armed conflict against France? Can you imagine the financial investment required, not to mention the loss of lives and dishonor at the slightest defeat? Do you see yourself being the man responsible for that?
No, but you are the one who's pushing me into it, you damned Frenchman!
I'm not pushing you into anything, Duke Manuel. If you are a man of the future and of progress, as I'm given to believe, you will know how much suffering a war would bring.
Come on, you fool, give it up. You're trapped like a rat.
Monsieur, I am astounded. I did not think you capable, but you have succeeded. I will be more wary of you the next time. Nonetheless, if you can guarantee Lord Mortimer's support, then yes, you can count on my vote when the time comes. However, I expect you to be discreet with regard to my former partners, without which our agreement will become null and void.
Of course, my Lord Duke. You can count on me. Lord Mortimer will be delighted to hear the news.
I hope you know what you are getting into, Louis. I bid you good luck.
Good night, my Lord Duke.
I don't.
See you tomorrow.
Well, that's one thing out of the way. Only thing left to do is wait for the conference to resume tomorrow morning.
I do not know what I'm getting myself into at all. I am well and truly bumblefucking my way through this entire endeavor. But it's fine. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and reclaim all of the stuff that I think I've just used, if I can. I am able. I mean, you could do without some of the faces, but everyone's got a distinct look is true. Yeah. Still knocking on that door. You are. Right. How's it going, Swifty? How you doing, you glorious bean? Dude can do some speeches. Yes. And I'm not upset by any of the choices that I've made. I am very wary of Mortimer, though. I'm so wary of being put under his thumb. I think that is what is gonna happen eventually. Quickly pop back in here because I think I left some stuff in here that I can reclaim. Is it here? Yeah.
Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost.
Take my Carmelite water. Quick question. Is this normally in a different language? Some of the sentences are a little awkward English, so I'm just wondering. I'm not entirely sure. But nothing's stood out to me as a particularly awkward thing. But maybe it's because maybe it's meant to be like that because of the fact that English is only 3 of the characters' first languages. That kind of thing. Right, so let's Derishay's room, Godoy's room, Adams's room, Von Volner's room. If we go to Von Volner's room, and we can check out Peru's room as well. That was the wrong direction, Val. Just because I know there's some extra stuff in there that I can pick up. I wouldn't mind restocking some of my supplies on for what's about to come. Because I am apprehensive as fuck. Yeah, cool. I got Von Volner while Volner is messing around at Godoy's room. Moderately neato. Just got out of the post-work shower. That's cool. That's alright. Getting yourself nice and fresh. I get it. I understand that. Right. Where was...
A table of alchemical symbols. Someone circled the zinc symbol.
Zinc. We've done all that. That's fine. I need trinkets and traits. But I think I might have stolen everything in this. Might have already pilfered all of the goods here. That's a thing. Okay, I think I've pilfered all the goods. That's fine. Quickly run over here. Get out of the room, you get. Right. The tower room is empty. And an empty room. I am suspicious of an empty room. Apparently I'm feeling musical today. Just double checking for resources. But it's okay. It's an empty room. If back at home at least. Friday evening tomorrow. I was about to say, Friday evening. It's still Wednesday here. Still Wednesday. While we're here. We go back up there. Can't go back upstairs. Cool. At least we now know. Like Christmas Eve, but for Friday. Oh, I see. Thursday Eve is like Friday's Eve. The eve of Friday. Pop back in here, because I think there's some more stuff I can half-inch from around these parts. There is.
Dear Monsieur Peru, I'm writing to thank you for the...
I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
Item not picked up, full Carmelite water. That's fine, because I've got all my Carmelite water. I thought there was some more Devil's Thorn around, but apparently not. Apparently not. Which is fine. Read that note. We've read all these notes. Can't go back in there. That's fine. Okay, cool. Let's go unto bed and get this done. I think this will be the end of this chapter. Then we'll start on the new chapter straight away. Before I do that, though, am I able... No, I'm not able to get up there. I thought I might be able to get into... What if... Can I, before I do that, if I go out into the garden, can I see... You reckon I could get by a window into the small salon? And just like eavesdrop? Do love a good bit of spying. Give it a try. Let's do some spying, friends. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, 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 ba-da-ba-da-bum. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-dum. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Sneaky motherfuckers. Forgot to defrost burgers making... Defrost burger makings. A little late today. That's alright. That's okay. There's no rush. Do you know what I mean? I'm going the wrong way. Can I go straight out into the garden here? I can. Right. Maze. Wrong way. I can look for resources while I'm here. So, if I... over the other side of this curved building. In that corner over there. Corner over here that doesn't seem to have any windows. Aha. Top. Second floor. Ground floor. They've changed those round. So the gate. This is the Great Conclave. Is there. That's the tower, which is here. They've done it to throw me off, the little bastard. So it is right. I am in the right position. It's down there. Or is it? Yes. Yes, it is. I am in the right area, but it's not. There's a big white area here, which could be a secret room. I have questions. I have questions. Questions within questions within questions. But I can't get there at the moment, so that's the important thing here. You know? Big block of blockness. Early shift 8 PM. Yes, road strategy. Oh no! Boo! Boo and hiss! Boo and hiss for rushing stuff, especially food. Especially food. I like the graphics of this game a lot. They are very, very good. I do like them. I've gone the wrong way again. It's almost like this maze was designed to confuse me. And it has succeeded. In its ability to confuse the fuck out of me. Right, we've got all of that stuff. And I can just go back in here, that's fine. That's not an issue. How's it going, Red Queen Rhonda? How you doing? How are you today? Really good, thank you. Busy. It's another busy... This week is just very busy. Just a busy old week, but good, nonetheless. Nonetheless, you know? Love the statues in the maze. I do. I like the statues and their relevance as well. So, this was where I wanted to go, but that's locked, so I can't access that. And that's already been picked, so I don't need to worry about that. Okay, cool. That's fine. Let's go back to bed, because we don't have to worry about any of that shit anymore. Thought I might be able to, 6 and 2 3s in it. I thought I might be able to spy on that conversation somehow, but I can't. Which is a shame. It means that Gregory Home is having conversations with Emily Hillsborough, and I'm wondering whether there is a plan, a plot, and a scheme in order to win me over. Get Emily to flirt with me outrageously. To win my affections. But that's the fucking cardinal, of course it is. You know? Prefer the early shift, so it's worth it. Still waking up halfway through the shift, so I don't realize that I'm at work. Till it's nearly home time. Day flies by. That's good. That is good. I always wish when someone's like, "Oh, I'm about to go to work," I'm like, "Well, I hope that it's busy enough that it goes quickly, but not busy enough that it's a stressful day." Do you know what I mean? That is like the ideal time, you know. My opinion, more games should take this route of stylizing the graphics like this. Tends to hold up more. Yes and no. Critical Storms. I agree with you. For the... I agree with you in stuff like this, but that's because these style of graphics appeal to me. There are loads of games that I actively avoid because I can't deal with the way that they stylize their graphics. Like, I just don't like it. It's kind of like anime series and stuff like that. There are a few anime series that I just avoid because I cannot deal with the way that their graphics work, the way that they've animated it and stuff, you know. Like one day when I do escape, I get that. Okay, here we yes.
Good evening, Monsieur le Français.
Duchess, you're
Fucking knew
here.
it.
What a charming surprise. I'm beginning to think you can't be without me.
You have managed to penetrate my armor, sir. Am I disturbing you, perhaps?
Go to bed, Louis. This is not the right time. Not at all, Emily. Not at all.
That's not what I said.
Ah, by the way, you surprised me during the conference.
Why's that?
Well, you are going to lose. Why stay with Lord Mortimer?
I believe he has every chance of winning.
My, you are a rash one. However, if ever you want to change sides, please feel free to let me know.
But tell me, you didn't come here to try and make me change my mind, did you?
That's the last thing on my mind, although you would have everything to gain by it.
Politics locked. Why is my politics locked? Why is that a thing? I thought I popped up so that I was available. Oh no, politics was the one that I didn't. The one! Because I was a fool. I was a fool of an individual. What a git. I remember doing it now. I remember being tempted by this. Right, I'm not convinced that she is Emily. Journal. Emily is vulnerable to psychology and immune to logic. Emma, we don't know about yet. We don't know about yet, which is the interesting thing, you know? Never played Psychonauts because I hate the style. Yeah, exactly, right? Excuse me, penetrate what? Her armor, her metaphorical armor. Let's play a politic game with no politics. Yes, exactly. I just thought I could avoid it, but evidently in this scenario I can't, you know? So I am wondering whether she is Emma instead of thingy. So I don't have a choice. I've got to go with I prefer Mortimer.
There's no point trying to persuade me. Don't hold it against me.
Of course not, silly. Louis, if you trust me, you ought to ask yourself why I have chosen home. You do trust me, don't you?
No, but make her believe so. Yes, no. Right, okay. I am wondering, we do a... We've got one of those left. Well, I've got 3 of those left, but I'm preserving my supply. That's only 1. I want to know whether she's immune to it. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a bash. Thought you could avoid it. Politics are everywhere. They're like assholes. Exactly. Well, I thought I could avoid it. Displays immunities and vulnerabilities. Immune to manipulation. Yes, I trust you. No, I don't. Well, no, I don't trust anybody. But I do kind of trust. Yeah, I trust you. I don't just don't
Of
agree
course,
with everything
Emily.
you're saying.
Admit, though, that it does make you think. There's still time, you know. Join us before it's too late.
Stay for Mortimer. Change sides. The choices. I'm going to stay.
Unfortunately, my word is my bond.
Right.
I don't want to leave Lord Mortimer in the lurch.
Very well, as you wish. It's up to you to decide.
Tell me.
Always is.
Are these visits to Mortimer's always so intense?
Yes and no. My sister doesn't normally disappear like she has. Any news of your mother?
Speak to her about Emma. I want to speak to her about Emma.
Still nothing. And you? Any news of your sister?
No, but knowing her, I'm persuaded she's on someone's trail. You'll see. She'll surprise us all.
If only you knew, Emily. You're right. We must remain positive. I'm sure it won't be long before she turns up.
My thoughts, too. She is Duchess Hillsborough, after all.
And as such, she is capable of anything.
I am sure that you'll appreciate her. You'll see.
No doubt about that.
And it might turn out that you prefer her to me. Who knows?
Maybe so. Not really.
Rest assured, I don't think it's going to happen. I'm sure she's very nice, but there is only one Emily Hillsborough.
We shall see.
I
Can
think
we
that is
change
Emma.
subject, please? I didn't come here to go through all that again.
Of course, it's late. You're right.
Oh! Avert your eyes as these two people breathe into each other's nose holes.
Come, Louis.
What was that?
My friends, do not worry. I assure you that Lord Mortimer's plan will never see the light of day. I shall deal with informing our allies, but for the time being, I need you to make a stand.
What do you think about Monsieur de Richet?
I don't know yet. I feel there's great potential in him. He looks like he can be trusted. And Duchess Hillsborough. Why isn't she here? She's busy. Don't worry about her.
Oh, isn't it time to replace her?
Not so fast, sir. She is an important figure. You ought to have a little more faith in her. What are we going to do about Washington? He will be a hard nut to crack. On our chessboard, he is Mortimer's king. Don't worry. Mr. President only wants one thing: to keep his dear America united. He won't jeopardize everything he has achieved on a whim. He has been serving Mortimer for quite some time. It won't be easy to bring him around. Do you feel all right, Mr. Godoy? You haven't said a word.
Please excuse me, gentlemen. I feel tired.
Oh, I see. I think it is high time you left us then. Now!
Did they kill Godoy?
Emily? Emily? Are you there?
Sir, the conference is about to begin. You are expected in the conference room.
Tell them I'm coming. Thank you.
Come on, Louis. The game is back on.
Take your wallet, she's bolted, exactly.
My friends, the conference is about to begin. Please excuse me if I troubled you last night with my project. I understand that you might well have a few questions to ask. As you know, the final vote will be cast in a few days. This morning's aim is to answer your questions and check the temperature of your respective positions so that we may reach a greater understanding.
As always, Lord Mortimer. We parted in perfect disagreement, my lord. Where would you like us to take it from?
Come, sir. Please let William believe he still has a chance of winning us over. Otherwise, his imprecations will lack panache, and we shall be bored stiff.
Oh, let me assure you, I am convinced that a good night's sleep has brought sound advice, and that this morning will be even more interesting. Therefore, I would like to go around the table in order to hear everyone's first impressions.
Well, I am still firmly against it, even though my choice won't count.
Against.
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 And you, Duke Manuel?
Well, you see, it is more complicated and it...
Godoy?
Come, Gregory. Don't try to impress my guests, please.
They are not your guests.
Gregory, anyone under my roof is by definition my guest. You included. I would be very grateful if you would let my guests speak. Duke Manuel, you were saying you still had some doubts?
Well, you see, the situation has changed since last night.
What's going on here, my Lord Duke?
You see, I gave it some thought during the night. New arguments have come to light.
What do you mean, Duke Manuel?
Sir Gregory, I regret to inform you that Spain will not support you in this operation. I vote for. Moreover, in response to arguments brought to my attention, I declare war on France.
What? What is he doing?
If you think France is afraid of you, you are dreaming.
Over 10 nations rise against you, young man, and you behave like a yapping little dog?
When the French armies are at your door, my Lord Duke, you will change your tune. Well, as for me, I am for Lord Mortimer's project, despite Duchess Hillsborough's overwhelmingly convincing nocturnal attentions.
What? So Emily was playing at trying to win over guests last night?
It was nothing more than a friendly little chat, of course.
How could it be otherwise? And by the way, remember me to your husband when you see him. And you, President Washington, what is your position?
For, of course.
Well, that leaves just yourself and Monsieur Peru, Louis.
You're all making me sick. Look at yourselves.
What?
You are pathetic!
Have you been drinking or what?
There you are, quibbling away. My Lord Duke this, and Madame Duchess that. You know very well that we're nothing but puppets on a damn string.
Jacques, really?
Let's end the charade. It's over.
Jacques.
My lord, thank you for everything you've done for me over the years. But it didn't come for free. And now I see the price is too high to pay. I'll stop.
Come, Jacques, we'll talk it over.
No, I'm finished. I want my freedom back, my lord. I shall no longer work for you.
What? 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 How's it going, P-Mux? How you doing? Didn't trust her. I did trust her, and it was fine, but it was the worst sex scene in the world, do you know what I mean? Nose holing in public on my Christian monitor. Why? And exactly, they just kind of breathe in each other's faces a little bit. Pretty sure Dragon Age Origins has better sex scenes than that. I mean, to be fair, yeah. Hey, it looked like his face had been stuck in a bath and shriveled his face. Yeah, I was about to say the makeup was awful back then. For starters, all of that white stuff that Sir Gregory has on his face is like lead. It's got like lead and shit in it. It's horrible. Caustic, yeah, exactly. When used for decades, exactly. Just had his daily waterboarding, Sawbone. Good for the humor or something. Yeah, exactly. It's good for something. Do you know what I mean? Too many leeches, something like that. Check you what, she full on bolted. She full on bolted. She came over to try and convince me. No worries, Robin. You take it easy. King Crayons, how you doing? To die or not to die? Well, this is the thing. Like, this is the... What a twist. I thought he was going to try and kill Mortimer. But I still have a theory that Mortimer's immortal. So maybe he knows that Mortimer's immortal, and that's the reason why he's going to try and kill himself. He sure is nice to take his time while he makes sure. Oh yeah, 100%. It's nice to have this frozen moment that is definitely not frozen, you know? This is the moment I stepped into a vacuum stream. Yeah. How's it going, little gem? How you doing, my love? He wants to be free of Mortimer, and he believes that he's entirely trapped and there's nothing that he can do, which is the reason why he's taking such drastic actions. If I intervene, I can't not intervene. I'm trying to think of a reason why I wouldn't intervene, and the only reason I can think of not intervening is he wants his freedom from Mortimer, but I genuinely believe that there is a way to save him from that. You know? He might shoot you. Just be careful a little bit, Sir King Crayons, with backseating, but thank you very much. Yeah, he might do. He might do. There's always that possibility. Balin is good, Vein 1 confirmed. Exactly, I am. I can't think of any reason why not intervening could work for me. Or work for the entire situation, regardless of me in this scenario. If I don't intervene, he gets his freedom from Mortimer, but if I intervene, then he doesn't, and I lose his trust. But at least he'll be alive to not thingy, do you know what I mean? It's alright, Sir King Crayons. You're new here, you didn't know how I feel about spoilers and backseating and stuff. It's alright, it's okay. But yeah, I like to bumblefuck my way through these games, you know? I've got to intervene. I don't see any reason why I wouldn't intervene. There's no reason. Intervene.
Wait!
De Richet, you just can't help it, can you? Stop trying to play the hero, man!
Right. Before we do anything else, Jeanelle. Where is Jacques Peroux? Vulnerability to etiquette and psychology. Peroux is one of the fathers of the Revolutionary Tribunal of Paris. During the Terror, he quickly became one of the most worrying figures in all of Paris. He's distinguished himself by taking part in the siege of the Bastille and in the capture of Louis XVI, current King of France. He was involved in the creation of a tribunal, the Revolutionary Tribunal. Is he a man of law or torture? Nobody dares say. This judge of the people has overseen many trials that sent opponents and traitors of the revolution to the guillotine. Peroux interrupts his revolutionary activities when Lord Mortimer, his patron, invites him to join latter's social gathering. I can't help it, it's true. I can't help but get involved when someone's about to fucking try and kill themselves. That isn't a thing, alright? I will always get involved. That is the kind of person that I am. As a human being, as well as a character. So we know that psychology works. So psychology will definitely do. He doesn't deserve death, I agree. He's also got children. We know he's got children, and we know that he's done loads for the orphans of the people that have been sent to the guillotine. I'm going to help him. It's not like him. He's not going to kill anyone. He doesn't deserve that. Work on psychology. I can't keep who's who straight. Alright, I am kind of really engrossed in the game. So this is Peroux. He is prior to the takeover of Napoleon Bonaparte. He is like one of the leading figures in the revolution, basically. How's it going, Ali Doolally? How you doing, my love? Are we doing well? Yeah, really good. Really good, thank you. I've got a train for under one of my trees. Huh? Are you on Pickle Discord? Don't know Pickle Discord. Discord, yes. I don't know what. Oh, you're talking to me. Ah, sorry. You have your conversation. That's cool. I'm gonna go with psychology because I don't want to.
Monsieur, I know I don't really know you, but you seem like a decent person.
I have done so many horrible things.
You blame yourself, I can see that. Everything's not lost.
I don't want to do bad things anymore.
You can take control of yourself again. You can fix whatever it is you've done.
Do you really believe that?
Of course, Jacques. You'll have all the time you need.
What was his other vulnerability? Etiquette and psychology. Oh! Home can protect him. The Order can protect him. God damn it. This game. Your daughter has nothing to fear. God, this game is so good at making me question everything. We tick 6 to do conviction, but I don't think like he's not going to be vulnerable to conviction. I don't think he's going to be vulnerable to logic either. But he could not be invulnerable to logic. So home can protect him, the order can protect him, your daughter has nothing to fear. Oh! So I don't want to turn around and say Holmes can protect him, because I know that there is a contention between Mortimer and Home anyway, and I kind of don't want to egg that on, because I also know that they're friends. The Order can protect him. That could work. Because I am a member of the Order. My mother's a member of the Order. Emily Hillsborough is, but she's on the opposite side to Washington. Your daughter has nothing to fear. Choices, choices. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Let's go with logic. Logic seems like a solid one to start with. Is it though? He's already paranoid about Mortimer having his fingers in all of the pies. So, if I go with... We'd go with your daughter has nothing to fear. I feel like he's going to be immune to logic at the moment because he's full of passion. And emotional people do not... People that are in being taken over by the height of emotion very rarely can understand logic. So hard when you don't know the full context of what the choices mean. Oh yeah, definitely. Exactly. He's got the whole world in his hands. He fucking does. He fucking does. If I bring up his daughter now, that plonks the daughter directly in his thought process of something to live for. But also could work the other way and give him something to fear as well. Let's stand together. Right, we're going with the daughter. We're going with the daughter.
Look, you've done as much as you can. You have nothing to fear. Your daughter is safe.
Shut up!
Shit. I could have found out Jacques Perou's secret. Just like Fallout and Mass Effect, pick something seemingly innocent, you decanolate. Yeah, oh, definitely. This game is very, very good at, like, giving you half answers to things. That was jarring. Glad to hear it. I hope everyone in he survived in your playthrough. Well, I'm not one for going back and changing what we've done. Do you know what I mean? But yeah. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm good. Thanks, Mishimi. I'm all right. I'm all right. Because I did what I thought was the best thing to do, and this is the way I've always viewed for all those people that ever wonder about, like, the fact that I'm do the whole agony aunt thing a lot of the time for a lot of different people, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. People often wonder about my spoons and my reactions to things and how hard I take it. Me, in myself, I always do my best, and so long as I keep doing my best for everything, I don't hold myself particularly accountable for other people's decisions, you know. But I was just getting to know spoons. So spoon theory is the idea. Don't think I have a spoon. Do I have a spoons command? I thought we made a spoons command. Did we made a spoons command? You promised to make that 4 times now. I thought we made it live on stream. I was sure we made it live on stream. Well, let me just go back one, because that needs to be fucking deleted. I thought we made it live on stream. Let's do it now. Add command. Spoon. Spoons are a way that many people measure their DMs for a pre-written text. Okay, cool. Oh, cool. Thank you very much for that, Semba. I really appreciate that. And you actually got the full article there as well. You fucking gem. Right, we've done it live on stream. Exclamation mark spoon singular. That'll throw it up there. Thank you very much for that, Sembar. I thought we'd done this live on stream last time, but apparently we didn't. Spoons are a metaphorical way of measuring your ability to cope, your pain, and your energy levels. Doing tasks costs spoons, and you only have so many per day. So spend your spoons wisely and take care of yourself. Read all about it there. You made the exclamation mark help last time. Okay. So yeah, it's a way that many people measure. We definitely made one online. Oh, fucking hell. Right. I'm not going to worry about it now. Apparently not. What was the help one meant to be? I can't remember. We've got so many fucking commands. So it's interesting to see your playthrough, as my experience was slightly different. That's always good. That was always good. But yes. I'll throw that one in there as well. Why not? Why not? Thank you very much again, Sembar, for providing me with resources once again. I don't remember making that one, but it's now there. It's now there. Yeah, spoons are like basically a way of measuring energy levels. You can measure out this. Getting up and having a shower could be 1 spoon for some people, could be 5 spoons for other people. You have a finite amount of spoons. I have a lot more spoons than most people do, but just because I have the mental capacity to deal with a lot of other people's issues and stuff. And there's no like, there's no good or bad way of looking at spoons. Like, if somebody only has so many spoons because they're having a bad day, that's okay. And if somebody has a ridiculous amount of spoons because they're having a great day, like me today, do you know what I mean? That's also okay. There's kind of like just... Sometimes I have sporks. There is also fork theory. So it's a genuine mental health theory that has been brought about by mental health professionals. I can't remember who originally came up with it, but there's also fork theory, and fork theory is a lot more to do with or originated around chronic pain. But obviously the use of that has been opened up a little bit more as time's gone on, about how much basically you can take versus how much you can deal with, versus how much you can spend on, as it were. And that even without a green sword. Exactly. I really appreciate that, Senba. I have very few spoons ever because of Spicy Boy, because of chronic pain. Yes, yeah. Well, I believe that spoon theory or fork theory originally came out because of one of those, because of chronic pain and stuff. Yeah, fork theory goes into the chronic pain side of things. Yeah. Fork theory, a fork of the spoon theory, perhaps. It may be, or the other way around. Do you know what I mean? Maybe spoon theory just spoons the fork theory. You know what I mean? Whole cutlery drawer. Exactly. Do you know what I mean? The kitchen, the house, it took everything from me. How's it going, Chunk? How you doing, you beautiful bean? Are you thoroughly bored shitless of the Chronicles of Narnia yet? You've thoroughly bored shitless of that yet? There's one other command that mentions spoons. You just have a list of all of my commands, Kale? What's going on? What's happening? That scene shook you a bit. I'm glad we can discuss spoons. Yeah, it did. It did shake me a little bit. Because I wasn't expecting it. But I am very, very good at compartmentalizing when it comes to other people's decisions. Like, I am only responsible for my own decisions. I am only responsible for my own action. And therefore, I can advise other people on how to direct their own lives, but they have to do it. They have to be the one that does it. And as a result, like, that shook me a little bit, like what just occurred there. For those people that don't know, we just watched Mr. Peru escape from the clutches of Lord Mortimer in quite a violent way. I wasn't expecting it, but it's okay. I'm okay. I'm alright. It was like, oh shit. Do you know what I mean? No, alas, I have to finish it tomorrow. What you can do now, though, Chunk, you said you had a few hours. Look into the fix. It's really quick fix from what I remember of how to fix Beyond Good and Evil, because Beyond Good and Evil is going to be fucking amazing. I really can't wait for it. It's going to be really, really good. People go check out Classic Chunk. Oh, well, I'm at it as well. Fucking hell. Go check out Jam Jar Brain as well. Both of these people. Both of them are my moderators. Both are amazing human beings, and I love them both very, 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 very dearly. Go check out Classic Chunk, who's a nostalgia player, reactionary streamer, plays a lot of reactionary games and stuff. And Jam Jar Brain, also a very cool individual, plays a lot of like role play streams and stuff. Also does some TTRPG on the stream, but also plays like games like Fallout 4 and stuff like that. Both glorious beans. Love them very, 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 very much. And yeah, you should go and click those cheeky little follow buttons for these glorious individuals. I'm really looking forward to one of Chunk's streams, because Chunk is playing games that we used to play as kids for the first time. And one of the games that I recommended that I'm really looking forward to is Beyond Good and Evil, which is going to be either starting tomorrow or the next, whenever your next stream. I can't remember what your schedule is, but you know what I mean. Mr. Peru had a case of acute lead poisoning. Yes. Beyond Good and Evil is glorious, such a high point. Oh yeah, one of my favorite games I've ever played. Like, easily in like the top 10 games that I've ever played, you know. And also Chunk's beard is magical. It's very true. It's very true. I've heard that there are actually pixies within Chunk's beard. Just gonna say. Same for Jam Jar. Actually, both of those individuals have majestic beard. This is true. The beards are on power within my current moderators, you know. Okay, right. Back to the game. So I chose for Lord Mortimer. I participated in the conference. I convinced Manuel Godoy. I did not allow myself to be convinced by Lady Hillsborough. I found out that Lord Mortimer has a role in the rise of Napoleon Bonaparte. I found out that Sir Gregory Home and von Volner have close ties. I slept with Lady Hillsborough in the shittest way possible. We breathed in each other's noses, and that was like it. I love that that's a success as well. That's a success. Fucking hell. But then she went straight on from sleeping with me to go and sleep with Napoleon Bonaparte. So, you know. Evidently meant nothing. So it's not a success. Failed. Did not save Jacques Peru. I could have allowed myself to be convinced by Lady Hillsborough. I could have followed Sir Gregory home. I could have found out about Jacques Peru's secret. But we did not. We did not find out about any of these things. Any of these things at all. People, I'm going to get up and have a quick break. Because I have been streaming. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's giving me loads of things. Oh, I'm 12 XP away from level 10. Jesus. Worst. Absolute fucking worst. 12. Before I do that, before I have my break, before I get up and basically make another cup of tea. 4 points to spend. Right, inventory. What have we got? Questioning, logic, erudition, questioning. I've got 2 questionings. Occultism, agility, and linguistics. Right, okay, so well, first things first, let's get 1 point in fucking politics so we can actually do everything then. We've got 3 points left to spend. I don't know how many manuscripts I'm allowed to equip in the next thing, but I seem to remember it's going to be like 3. So, occultism. What's our questioning? Questioning's at level 2, and we've got fucking loads of time to go with that. Erudition. What did we get with our talents, actually? We picked up some traits. Oh. How many of the others have you bedded? None yet, but I'm really hoping I can sleep with the Cardinal. Don't know what the fuck these are doing, but anyway. So science, erudition, occultism. What have we got? Questioning, 2 on questioning, logic, erudition, occultism, agility, and linguistics. None of them are really helping me out here. If I put 3 points in to occultism, we could up our occultism to thingy. But occultism hasn't really come into it. Sound cultural background in the arts, geography, and history, that could be really useful. But so could level 2 subterfuge. We pick locks a hell of a lot, and that could be really useful in... Yeah, we'll do that. So that's good. Then we've got 1 point available. Nothing's near completion, so... Put another one in psychology, maybe? What was our other ones again? Questioning, erudition, logic, occultism, and agility. Linguistics. If I just put one in questioning, psychology is always a good one to have. Yeah, fuck it, we'll do one in there. And then the next round we could level up to level 3 psychology. Do that. Don't think it gives me the next section just yet anyway. Interesting. Normally it goes back to all the chapters, but I'll deal with that later. People, get up, have a stretch your eyes, look at something in the distance, and then look back again. Grab some kind of beverage, hot, cold, or if the time is permitting, alcoholic. Don't forget to take your meds, and have a couple of deep breaths. Stretch out those lungs, stretch out those rib cages. I'll be back in like 5 minutes when I've made myself a cheeky little cup of tea. And not even that. I'll like literally be like 2-3 minutes, you know what I mean? But I need to visit the urination station, wash my piss mittens, make a cup of tea, and then, I don't know, come back and be absolutely mind blown by all of the crazy stuff that's going on in this fucking game. Do you know what I mean? Majestically bearded, marvelous people. Yes, definitely. People, I will leave you some cheeky little music. Be back in a second. Oh, yes. That's what it's all about. Drained the old trouser snake, and what have you. But they are glorious individuals. I agree. I agree indeed. I agree indeed. If me and Chunk met in IRL, our beards would combine to make a slightly bigger beard. Exactly. It's true. Absolutely facts. Do you know what I mean? And you will me. I have no doubt about it. I have no doubt about it, because I would imagine that both of you will end up coming to ValenCon, if nothing else, you know? You know? How many of you others have you bedded? None yet. None yet. Imagine if you only put points in athletics and just bumblefucked your way through the entire thing. Whole game would be your character buff as fuck, but failing at being taken seriously. Accurate. Accurate. It certainly makes me ponder it. It certainly makes me ponder it, do you know what I mean? Whether it'd be worth it. I also got soft and chewy Skittles, because they are amazing. I'm not going to try and deny it. They are absolutely fantastic. It made me very happy in my soul. But, yeah. You know? Okay. Drama is occurring. Let us jump back in and resume with what is going on drama-wise, okay?
That makes no sense
I don't understand. I spoke to him only recently.
Monsieur Perrault has lost his mind. It's obvious.
Yet another way for the French to make a spectacle of themselves. Well, once again, it has worked.
My friends, let us settle down, please. We are all in shock, of course. Let us praise Louis's gesture anyway. You did what you could.
Yes, it was very noble of you, Louis.
It wasn't your fault.
There was nothing else you could have done.
I think everyone needs a little rest. Can you stay a moment?
Of course.
Oh, okay, so what was I even just talking about? Okay. Agility's kind of pointless. Questioning, eh. But one in a cult. Got 3 to read. What else have we got? Linguistics. Erudition, I think, is probably going to be a worthwhile one as well. And then logic, linguistics, questioning, and agility. Logic, questioning, agility, and linguistics. It's probably worth doing the linguistics on then, really. Because the other ones I'm already level 2 in. So that's kind of where that's at, you know? We love the crazy sour Skittles. How's it going, Aqua Alex? How you doing? Okay, here we go.
Louis, I wanted to talk to you a moment about what has happened. All this is tragic, but I wanted to thank you for doing what you could.
I wasn't able to save him.
You couldn't, Louis. You mustn't blame yourself. It is not your fault.
Osman, you Miss Vibers? Really good, thank you. Really fucking good. What do we know about Lord Mortimer? I'm forgetting what we know about all of these people. Immune to science. All we know about him. But he's immune to science. What's that? Etiquette? It's not your fault. I knew this would happen. Is it your fault, Lord Mortimer? Ooh. This is good. We actively don't want to be under Lord Mortimer's thumb. So I think this could be an interesting dynamic to literally turn around and be like, is it your fault? Or is it saying, like, a more thing is like, well, it's not, you're saying it's not my fault. Is it your fault? Well, no, it's obviously my fault. I'm going to go with that one. I'm going to go with that one. Just see what happens, you know?
I know this has nothing to do with me, my lord, but don't you think you're partly to blame? It won't escape your attention that he incriminated you before he took his own life.
I heard what he said, yes. Monsieur Peru appeared to blame me for his condition. I certainly encouraged him to succeed, but I wasn't aware he couldn't handle the pressures of the situation. Of course, his duties in Paris were very difficult. The choices he had to make were burdensome. But that was the path he had chosen. Should I not have helped him to succeed, perhaps? You heard him yourself. His duties as judge got the better of him.
Did you push him into it?
I wouldn't say push, but I did encourage him, yes. I thought it was my duty to help him as much as I could to become the court judge he dreamed of being. I thought he was capable of it. It appears I was mistaken, unfortunately. What a pity he didn't come and speak to me.
He did.
What do you mean?
He went to talk to you in your study the day before yesterday. Unfortunately, you weren't there.
Well, I was not informed of this. What a waste.
What are your plans now?
What do you mean?
For the conference. After the disappearances of both Elizabeth Adams and my mother, and now the death of Mr. Peru, I should imagine that your guests are all packing their bags.
This might come as a bit of a shock to you, perhaps because it was so difficult to bring all these figures together. But I am convinced that none of them is preparing to leave.
But that's immoral! What do you mean?
Are you serious?
They are all very experienced politicians. And though they are, of course, affected by the situation, they know full well that such an opportunity will not come again for a long, long time, if ever. They each represent their nation, and know full well that what is at stake here is far greater than the death of poor Monsieur Peru. You'll see. I am confident that they will all be ready to resume the conference.
If you say so. Allow me to take my leave, please.
Of course. You ought to get some rest. Oh, Louis, one more thing, please. I wanted to thank you for your support during the conference. You've made the right choice, and it gives me tremendous satisfaction to have you with me on this project.
It's worth it, or we shall use. Life is always amazing. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that. You are jumping all over the place there. Are you all right? It is worth it. And I don't think we will lose. But I am intrigued as to what will happen if I just say we shall lose. The reason why is because it's intriguing to me that Godoy, like one of the things that I said to Godoy in order to convince him to side with Mortimer is the fact that he was going to have to go to, like, if he didn't concede the territory in America, then he was going to have to go to war with France. But he conceded the territory in America and went to war in France. I am struggling to see why. I'm gonna go with we shall lose, just to see what happens.
And much good may it do you, my lord. But look at the voters. It needs to be unanimous. And we just lost Peru. The battle is already lost, if you ask me.
Trust me, Louis. We still have a few more cards to play. You'll see. Anything can happen in politics.
I'll see you later, my lord.
Go back to your room. Is this just going to go straight into chapter 4? Every other chapter we've done so far has, like, done it step by step, as it were. Oh, something shiny. I like shiny things. Do it! All of the doing it. Hello. What's this? I will take the golden elixir. Looking around for trinkets that can restock all of my resources. Cheeky little devils that are. Hello. Hello, Burb. Because I need to restock my resources. Because I used a lot of them in the last thing. Do. Hello.
Dante's Purgatory.
No.
Why does your mind presume to flight when you're still like the imperfect grub, the worm before it's attained its final form? Charming.
All right. All right. Somebody dropped a napkin. Let's go this way and see if we can go and visit young Emily Hillsborough.
I already mentioned it yesterday. Either you or to someone else. Impossible to tell with you people.
Yes, sir.
Your guess is not sufficient. Tell the others, for crying out loud. Remember to close my window once you've done my room. This isn't Corsica, you know. I'm freezing.
Of course, sir. I'll see to it straight away.
Good. Proceed.
Monsieur Bonaparte.
You alright, buddy?
Don't feel guilty over Monsieur Perru. You did your best. We just lost the vote for the next conference, and we already had fewer votes than Holm. I must absolutely find a solution.
To hell with the conference. Conference comes first. What do we know about Napoleon Bonaparte? Immune to conviction and immune to politics. I'm just gonna. Well, let's do solidarity. Save our points.
Yes. Yes, indeed. But I believe if Lord Mortimer is still confident, it's because he still has a few cards up his sleeve.
I hope so. I sincerely hope so. Unfortunately, that vote of Godoy you acquired is probably not going to suffice.
Well, it's still more than what you've done, isn't it?
I see you have a short fuse, monsieur. As someone who just started a war with Spain, if I were you, I wouldn't get on my high horse so quickly. In short, we haven't a minute to lose. I'll leave you now.
Just a minute.
Speak to him about Emily. What was Emily after on the night of the conference? What did Emily propose on the night of the conference? I don't have a choice, but we know that Emily, normally I wouldn't pry about this shit, but I suppose that we know that Emily literally visited him to sleep with him. The question is whether, because she also visited me to try and convince me. What was Emily after? What did Emily propose on the night of the conference?
What did Duchess Hillsborough propose last night?
Oh, nothing worth worrying about. The pretty little pudding eater found no better tactic than to threaten me. She would have been better off sliding into my bed. At least we wouldn't have wasted part of the night talking for nothing.
Oh, interesting. So, she didn't sleep with him. She threatened him. But she slept with me. Even though I disagreed with her.
Flee!
Oh, my lordy, ladies and gentlemen, and all genders outside and in between. Delve deep into your pits of popcorn and throw them at the raiders. Throw them at these cheeky devils. Look at these people coming in here. I mean, really, could you even imagine?
Little stalker.
Look at them all. Look at these little devilish individuals.
Oh, you followed me. Ooh, you little stalker.
You have just been reverse card raided.
Oh, you
no!
followed me. Ooh, little stalker.
Oh, now I have to stream for even longer. Oh, I was just coming to the end, and now I'm going to have to do another raid. Oh, this is the worst. Oh, this is the woe betide. Oh, shucks. Oh, no. How's it going, you beautiful individual? Thanks so much for all these follows. I won't call your names out just in case you're lurking, but welcome on in, you beautiful demons, you beautiful devilish individuals. How's it going? How's it going, Fox Plays, you beautiful individual? How was your stream? Let me give you a cheeky little shout out there.
Me. Ooh, you little stalker.
You're doing some Devil May Cry 4. Oh my lord. Because you do a lot of like old school games. Is it a game that you've played before? Have you played Devil May Cry before? Or is it like a revisit of the new stuff? Revisit of the new stuff. Is it a revisit or is it a first time? That's what I'm trying to ask. Let me just turn this light on because I've realized how unbelievably dark it is on my face there. People, if you're new here, 2 things you need to know about this channel. 1, you're not allowed to apologize. Faux pas, individuals. Faux pas. Instead of saying sorry, try saying thank you. Instead of saying sorry, I'm late, say thanks for waiting. Instead of saying sorry, I'm such a burden, say thanks for being there for me. It'll make you a much more positive individual. 2, if you're under the age of 18, I have to ask you to leave. I've got to ask you to leave because I'm a colossal filth wizard and I don't want to be corrupting the ears of the young. But yes, welcome on in, people. People from my stream, go check out Fox Plays Officials. We've raided them before. Glorious human being. Plays usually a lot of spooky games when I'm over there, but does play a lot of like nostalgic games as well. I've tuned in and just lurked and just enjoyed the vibes that are going on over there. You know? He was going for the platinum. Ooh, how exciting. How exciting. Uh-oh. Jarvis, is this because you apologize? Is this because you apologize too much? This is what happens. We've banned them because people in this world, in this delightful world that we reside in, people apologize too much. They apologize for just existing, and I'm paramountly against that. I'm paramountly against that, do you know what I mean? It was your first time, came out in 2008, but I finished it 100%, all S ranks, and it took me over 110 hours. Jesus. I don't think I've done anything in my entire life for 110 hours. Good lord. I'm far too frivolous a human being. Far too frivolous a human being. Monty. This is Monty, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, and all genders outside and in between. Monty works here, does the curtains, does the popcorn, but what are you still doing here? Go on, off with you. That was very easy. Normally you stick around for ages. What's good? Where did you get the ice cream from? You cheeky little... Who? Kale. Of course it was Kale. Of course Kale was giving you fucking ice cream. Like, don't make a mess. Don't make the fucking curtain sticky either, you little shit. Alright? God damn it. God damn it. Fox Plays Official, thank you very much for bringing all your people over here. If you need to disappear off and, I don't know, grab a cup of tea or chill out and what have you, I know what it's like when you've been streaming and doing bits and pieces. Please don't feel like you have to stick around, but obviously you are more than welcome if you want to, you know? It's a fantastic name for a goblin. He's a little troll. He's a little troll. We have fun with the trolls here, and sometimes we employ them, as you can see. Do you know what I mean? Oh my god, it's a Dean's on there as well. Oh, you worst. The worst. They obviously, Monty is spoilt rotten by chat. You people. You people, I swear. One of the hardest games to 100%. So now my 1-inch penis is 2 inches. Huzzah!
Most kind.
Alex Hart, what the hell? What? What? Explain. What? People, throw some hype in chat from my channel or anybody else's channel, because we accept all hypes from all channels, because we are not emote Nazis here. Thank you so much for gifting those 10 subs. Let me inscribe the names upon the mirror of Vane. Demon Cat Daphne. Mon Cat Daphne. People, if you have gained a sub, please say a massive thank you to Alex Aquahart. That's ridiculous. It can't. Why? What is this? What do you want from me? What's going on here? Nobody does kindness for the sake of kindness. What do you have to... I don't understand. Trigrev, Emzo. There's a whole thing with the mirrors, people. I'll show you all the mirrors in the room in a minute. Aardvark. Oh, no. Ardragon. Dahata, LFW. LWF even. Oh, that was lucky. That was lucky. Good lord. Toxic Babe. Not so manly Dave. Guido.
Pander to my ego. Pander to it. Pander to it.
Oh no. Thank you very much
Pander to my ego. Pander to it. Pander to it.
Not done for lead answer today. Also happy hump day.
Happy hump day indeed. Happy hump day indeed. Thank you very much for the 100 little panda rings, the unicorn mom, and Alex Aquahart, you beautiful human beings. All of you wonderful people that have been gifted a sub, your names are now inscribed upon the mirror of Vane.
Pander to my ego. Pander to it. Pander to it.
You want a sorry? You're not going to get it. You're not going to get it. Gotta get it. Share the vainness. Well, there's too much of it already. Trust me, I am very egotistical, you cheeky devils. Plus, we've got Vainmas, which is like Christmas, but Vainmas on the 12th of December. That's a whole thing. It's a mod takeover. I am very apprehensive. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm very, very apprehensive. All you wonderful people, if you've been gifted a sub, please say a massive thank you to Aqua Alex Hart, you beautiful individuals. By having your names upon the mirror of Vane, it means you get early access to all my YouTube videos, access to my personal Snapchat, not a bum Snapchat, you cheeky devils, alright? Just because you're like, oh, the kindness. No bum Snapchat for you. And of course, you get access to all those sexy little emotes. But the most important thing is you'll roll over every morning, look in the mirror. Oh, God, I look rough. But goddamn, do I make rough look good. Ooh, sexy, ooh, yes, meow, you know? Dear Lord, Alex, you beautiful human being, that's very kind of you. You didn't have to do that. You didn't have to do that. God, you people, I swear. You like my eyeliner? It's very, I've been wearing loads of makeup in the past few weeks because I've done like photo shoots and bits and pieces and shows and recording and stuff. I was like, this week, I'm just going to take it easy. A little bit of eyeliner, little bit of guy liner, you know, to go with my mascara and my man bag and my guy shadow. And yeah, it's today's just a nice one. But I know that I've got a show later on this evening because I'm part of a tabletop roleplay stream on Twitch called Adventure Tavern, and I did the production for a show called Dark Tide Rising Waters, and tonight's like the behind the scenes stuff. Tonight's the round table, so we do all of they're like the DVD extras for tabletop roleplay shows. But I'm gonna be putting on a full face for that, and I was just like, today, we'll just have the easy makeup today, easy makeup. People, we are playing a game called The Council. It's like a political intrigue game. The game's very, very, very good at making you second guess and question everything you've ever fucking understood about life. And it's madness. It's absolute madness, but it's really fucking good. Once again, people, if you could go and check out the glorious Fox Plays Official. I know that a few of you already know Fox Plays Official and hang out in their community as well. But all those people that don't, I would love you to go over and consider clicking that cheeky little follow button for that glorious individual, you know? Yes, people, I do like to play these things completely bumblefuckery. No spoilers, no backseat gaming, no understanding of, like, even if you've got a theory, it's probably best to bite your tongue, just so that I don't get influenced by your decisions, you know what I mean? However, I do have a very subtle... Oh, the wrong one. There we go. There we go. It's very subtle. Okay, you ready for this? Are you ready? It's very subtle. If I want any help... If on the off chance that I want any help, you ready? You okay? You ready? You ready? It's very subtle. Keep your eyes peeled. Do you see it? Do you see it? Do you see it? No? No? It's too subtle. Shit. Right, okay, it's there. It's there. Right up there. Right. Do you see it? Yeah? Yeah? Yeah, cool. Okay, cool. If I have a genuine question, that very small... I should probably make it bigger, shouldn't I? I should probably make it bigger. God, it's too subtle. It's just too subtle, you know? That'll pop up, and I will say a genuine question, people, and all that jazz. You know what I mean? Already love it here. As an ex-drama and music teacher, I'm feeling very at home here. Well, for those people that don't know, I'm Valen Vane. Vane by name, Vane by nature. Deep as a puddle in summer, and love myself just that little bit too much. Just a little bit too much. To the point where, you know, if they brought around cloning, I'd go fuck myself. Literally. I used to be a cabaret performer, which is... I did a degree in drama and... theater and performance and all that jazz, and then went straight into cabaret, and then the world ended, and I couldn't do any of those things. So I transposed it all onto the internet. But you know, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all right. Snap on the degree. The best way. It's the best way. It taught me so much about life, and the best thing I think about it is the fact that I've got a first in my degree. I got really, really high marks because I worked my fucking ass off for it. Have I ever talked about my degree since then? Yeah, only in stream. Only in stream. Any job interview that I have ever done, any performance that I have ever done, anything to do with my actual degree that I have ever done, or any kind of thingies, never been mentioned. Never been mentioned. No one gives a shit when you've got a drama degree. It's all about what your talent is and how good you are, like, talented-wise, you know? I can't tell if that was a genuine question about the subtlety. Sky, you cheeky devil. You cheeky devil, you. I told you were in trouble. You know? Thanks, Dean, for welcoming everyone in. No one told me the world ended. I missed the party. Do you know what the worst thing was, Eddie? It happened so fast there wasn't a party. I was so excited for a party. End of the world party, I would have got so many STIs. It would have been insane. But it didn't. We kind of just petered into inside life. And... ah, well, eh? Ah, well. But now we've got a rebirth of the world party. That's where it's at. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to have a wild time. Going to Twitch London on this weekend, in fact. Fucking hell. This weekend. And I'm expecting to not remember a single thing because of how drunk I'm going to get. You know? I feel like Valen was born for Twitch streaming. I can't imagine you not doing it anymore. Yeah, this is the thing. Like, I did it as a bit of a ways to kill time between tours. And now I do it as a full-time job. So now it's literally my thing. That one was a bit troublesome. Ha! Exactly. If it's the end of the world, I think everyone is going to be a full Pokemon STI. Exactly. Gotta catch 'em all STI. You know? Anyway, let's jump back into the game. So, our delightful coital engagement partner visited Napoleon and threatened...
Pander to my ego. Pander to it. Pander to it.
Alex, you cheeky devil, you don't have to do that. You've already been far too kind. Far too kind, you cheeky devil. Most degrees are like that, except when you teach. Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine, to be honest with you. Because here's the thing, once you've started working, you've got work experience. Why would anyone care about your degree once you've actually started working? Because they're more interested in whether you've actually done the job and got hands-on experience rather than been educated in something. Do you know what I mean? Now I do tours between streaming. Accurate. Accurate. Next year, 2022 is going to, providing the world's touching all of the wood, providing the world doesn't shut down again, 2022 is going to be an interesting year because I'll be doing all the cabaret stuff again, doing all the event stuff again, and still streaming. You know what I mean? Sadly, I'm still at work, so mostly like, that's all right, Jarvis, you take it easy. But it's great to find this channel. I will definitely hang again. No worries. Friends, I am very much a person of you've got to do... your life comes first. Your life always comes first. Do what you need to do. If you can swing by, great. We'll happily have you, cheeky. If not, then don't worry about it. It's cool. It's all right. Do you know what I mean? Degrees are a waste, mostly. I think if my advice when people are like, oh, should I go for a degree or something, is always go because you want to learn something. Don't go because you want a certificate at the end of it. You know what I mean? The certificate means fuck all, but if you are passionate about a subject and you want to learn about that subject, the education is invaluable, but the actual, like, certificate at the end of it isn't. It's all about what you want to learn and whether you're passionate enough to learn about it, for me. You know what I mean? But then I like learning shit, you know? Worse is when people ask for a school certificate when you got 30 years experience. What? Yeah, that would piss me off. That would absolutely... I'd be like, no. Yeah, no, I'll go somewhere else. I will find another job, because fuck you. Alright, not working this afternoon. Huzzah! Huzzah! You're on strike? I hope you're on strike for amicable reasons. As in, it's not, like, something that you've been pushed into, but just something that you're like, right, okay, we need to do this, you know? Tell you what makes you happy and finish what you started. Yes. Providing you're still, like, study what makes you happy and finish what you started, providing you are still, like, enjoying it. For me, you know what I'm like. I'm a hedonist. I'm all about the enjoyment. Enjoyment of life, you know? You would have been better off sliding into my bed. At least we wouldn't have wasted part of the night. Okay, threatened. Shut your hole, you swine. Well, I'm not going to defend her honor like that. She is, obviously, she's a big enough and grown enough to look after herself. Threatened, question mark?
Threatened you, you say?
That's what I said. I think I'm going to have to be careful of English troops crisscrossing the Mediterranean for a while. The witch would let loose the wrath of the English crown on my august person. But if she thinks that would scare a Bonaparte, she is mistaken. Now, Louis, time is running short, and as I said, I'm in a hurry. I have to go now. I will see you later.
Oh, okay. Bye. Bye. I'm on strike in support of colleagues that basically the CEO has been shown not to be as great a person as he was showing himself to be. Okay. In which case, it is unfortunate that you have been pushed to that, but I do understand it. I want to go in here, please.
I am sorry, sir, but you are unable to access Monsieur Peru's room while we gather his personal effects.
I wonder if I can get into his room. Via Napoleon Bonaparte's room. No? Why can I not take... Damn it! I was so sure! Go to run power outages here down in the South Tower. No worries, Alex. You take it easy, you beautiful human being. Go do what you need to do. Thanks very much for swinging by. Thanks for being so unbelievably kind and dropping those subs here. You take it easy, you glorious individual. Ah ha 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 ha! Ha! We can go into Emily's room, finally. Oh. Leave it. We will come back to that. We will come back
Pander to my ego.
Oh, my lordy!
Pander to it! Pander to it!
What are you doing? What's going on, Alex, you cheeky devil? Doesn't matter what you study, mate. Yeah. I agree you can work anywhere, but learning is always fun. Why I choose to get my degree in information technology and networking. I love making websites, coding games, and just overall working with technology. So a degree opens up much larger for that. 100%. And like my knowledge of, like, since streaming, my knowledge of technology has obviously had to skyrocket because of the fact that this is my fucking job. This is literally what I do with my time. Can I just go in Manuel Godoy's room?
Monsieur de Richet.
Oh, hello.
I have no time. I was about to join Sir Gregory. Come back later.
Just one moment. It's about Peru. Don't start the USB again. No, I won't. No, I won't do that. I won't do those.
I wanted to talk to you a moment and...
I am expected. I'm sorry. We shall talk later.
Oh. He pushed me out the door as well. Alright, okay. There's obviously a lot going on. There's my rooms. I don't care about those at the moment. Can I go in here? No, still can't go into the Cardinal's room. See if we can pop into George Washington's room. How's it going, Play Ninja? How you doing? Are you in here, Georgie? No? Okay. Diva Dwarf, come here, you cheeky devil. Come here, you. What do you like claiming cheeky kisses in front of all these people? I mean, really? You cheeky devil. Yeah, I'm very much educate yourself because, I mean... Well, hello. What brings you about? Yeah, I'm very much an educate yourself, which is the reason why I've become a sex educator, because there are no qualifications in the UK to become a sex educator, which is really frustrating, you know?
Your Eminence.
Ah, Louis. You were admirable. You didn't manage to save Peru, but whatever you do, don't blame yourself. You did your best.
Thank you, Your Eminence.
It's not going to help matters for Mortimer. Now he has one less vote for the conference.
It's true. Right, where's Piaggi's... Piaggi? Vulnerable to questioning and manipulation. Give me 2 seconds, people. I'm just going to quickly shut that curtain because it's got a bit dark outside. And the lights are on. Oh, there we go. Okay, so questioning and manipulation he is vulnerable to. What have we got there? Etiquette level 1. He doesn't look too put out though. Indeed, a tough blow for Mortimer. Do we lure them into a false sense of security, I wonder? Hope you're having an awesome day. Yes, Plur Ninja, having a really good day, thank you. Having a really good day. I'm a busy little bee. Really fucking busy over the next couple of months, really. But yeah, doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Tough blow for more. Do I lure him into a false sense of security, I wonder? Imagine if you were to do a practical exam for that. Sex
What
education?
do you expect? Mortimer has chosen his supporters.
Maybe he should have chosen more carefully. I hope that Monsieur Peru's act will help you reconsider your choice, Louis. Sincerely. See where his support for Lord Mortimer got him.
Mock him over Godoy. Beware of Godoy. Or say nothing. Well, I'm not going to mock anybody. We like PRG. PRG's...
And what will your
nothing.
mother say when she finds out that you have triggered a war with your amateur diplomacy? This cannot be serious, really.
Thank you for your advice, Your Eminence.
Think nothing of it, Louis. See you later.
I've got no real issue with that, because that came out of really nowhere, but I'm kind of okay with it. Can we get back into Adams's room, or is it locked? We can. It said Adams had disappeared, and I don't understand why it says Adams had disappeared. Because she definitely died. The disappearance of Adams. Can I get back? No. Okay. Just had 2 girls. Also, how's it going, Beardy Dan? How you doing, you glorious individual? Yes, I mean, I would happily do some kind of practical exam for the benefit of education in that regard, you know? Just had 2 girls on the bus talking about a random influencer. It got me thinking that when I was 13 years old, influencers were not around. It's true. So influencers have 110% been brought about because of social media. See if we can hop into Von Volner's.
What do you want from me, de Richet?
Hello.
Get on with it. I'm busy.
I didn't even say hi. Oh shit. Speak to him about the conference.
I wanted to speak to you about the conference.
Listen, you chose your side. You had every possible reason to make the right choice, but you preferred to commit yourself to Mortimer. Good luck, because it's a lost battle. The subject is closed. Anything else?
Speak to him about Peru's behavior.
What a tragedy about Mr. Peru.
Are you joking? That bonehead had it coming to him.
What do we know about Von Volner? Journal. Oh, we can't remember. I can't remember what his weaknesses were. That's a personal remark. What do you mean? Don't insist. I've only got 2 of the work out what people's thingies are. Interesting. They asked why is she even an influencer. Don't know who they're talking about. I won't worry about it. But influencers only came around because of social media, really. Because people realized, and let me be very, very clear on why they are called influencers. It's because people use them as a marketing tool. The influence that that person has over other people. I recommend a product. There will be people among you that trust my judgment, and therefore you may be more likely to buy that product. I am influencing you, thus I am an influencer. I hate the fucking term. A lot of influencers, a lot of content creators hate the term influencer, but that's basically what it comes down to, you know? Imagine being as skillful as Fox platting all the hard games. I can't imagine being as skillful as Fox by any stretch of the imagination. Imagine being as handsome as Beardy Dan the Beardy Matt. It's true, exactly, right? I can't imagine being either of those things because, you know, I'm not vain in the slightest. I have no talents. Okay, that's bollocks. I am very, very vain, and one of my talents is my vanity. Ah! What do you mean? Questioning. Or we don't know anything, so fuck it. Let's. We also don't like this guy, so let's avoid questioning and go for. Yeah, let's avoid psychology and go for questioning. Poke the badger.
How can you say that?
Ever since I found out that footprints incriminating him were found next to Elizabeth's body, you can be sure that given the opportunity, I would have put a bullet in his mouth myself.
Oh, any news on
As
Elizabeth?
I was passing by your room, I wondered if you'd made any progress with your search for the Al-Azif.
Do you remember our little discussion last time, de Richet?
No.
Indeed, I do.
I forgot everything.
Please go straight to hell and stop wasting my time.
Yay! I'll leave. That's fine.
Excuse me, this is the wrong room.
Yay! That was exactly the kind of reaction that I wanted. This is the one thing that I will say about this game is there is a big old difference between, like, some doors you knock on, some doors you just walk straight into, like that one for some reason, do you know what I mean? Like the bollock cleaner. Look, the Testacuzzi is a completely valid waste of money. It's a great product. It's a great product as a gimmick product, but like that video, in fact, thank you very much, Kale, for that, pulling that up. That video, I literally go into why I wouldn't spend fucking $69 on it, you know? Right, so let's go and have a look in Emily's room. Or let's go and knock on her door and say, hi, you know? Influencers always existed, just those people who lead fashion and trends. Internet just gave them a much wider audience for it. I suppose, yeah, technically, by definition of somebody who influences and therefore is an influencer, yes, I believe that you're right. But as a, like, job title, I suppose, or, like, as a career path, that was very much a social media thing. Let's give him a knock. Knock at the door. No answer.
No answer.
I'll insist.
Nothing.
Okay, I will leave it. I can't get back out onto the thingy, so there's no point in going that way. I was like, oh, maybe I can go in through the other way, but no, it's fine. Alright, no answer. That's fine. You don't need dedicated testicular jacuzzi if you've got a low enough sink and a rose. You can get the same effect. You can get the same effect with a straw. So, though, literally, if you watch the video, which I would love you to do so because it gives me extra views on it, but if you watch the video, it literally is... I pull it apart and show you the inside of it. When I asked for a free version of it, they didn't say what I couldn't talk about or anything like that, so I was like, cool. Pulled it apart. It's an air pump. It's the same kind of air pump that I would put into this fish tank. It's an air pump. That's what it is. Is it a great product as a gimmick, as a bit of a joke for, like, friends and family? Yeah, 110%. But I wouldn't spend £69 on a joke product. Do you know what I mean? Because influencer used to be a side effect of another job, like athletes having contracts. Yeah. Now influencer is one thing. Yeah, that's a better way of putting it, Beardy. Definitely. Definitely. The Testacuzzi video is hilarious. Influencer sounds too much like the scientific name for the flu. I am a professional influencer. Yes, that's about what it's all about. Even the prices, I mean, yeah, 100%.
Next time, I'll listen to my mother. Not a day has gone by without something happening to me. What now?
Suspicion.
Louis, open up, please.
Coming, Mr. President, I'm coming.
Washington?
Louis. Oh, there you are at last.
Yes,
I just saw your mother. She was accompanied by Emily, and they both went into the Duchess's room. I tried to join them, but I was refused entry.
Louis, this does not bode well.
Oh, shit. Emily might want to avenge your sister. I must act quickly.
You're right, Mr. President. Thank you.
Okay. Find Emily's room. They went into the Duchess's room. That was me knocking on the door and insisting, and it wasn't a thing. Oh my. No, wrong way. Jesus, the other way. Might as well dunk into the fish tank. Yeah. Like I said on the video, it was relaxing. It was kind of cool. There was no temperature gauge on it, so there was like, it was just like whatever temperature your thing is in, but it wasn't really worth the money that people paid for it, do you know what I mean? But I encourages viewers to dunk their junk into fish tank. You heard it here first. No, don't. No, Richard, those aren't peas. Oh, God. No, I wouldn't put, no, Richard would. I can't even imagine what that would be like. Allowed many more people who don't have traditional aptitudes to become heard and build an audience. Yes, exactly, Ayla.
I do believe that's Emily's voice.
Listen at the door. Knock at the door. Try to open. Quick listen.
I can't understand what she's saying.
Knock.
Emily! Emily, are you there? Answer me. Emily!
Try to open the door. Try to pick the lock. Try to force open the door. Pick the lock. Got no issue with that. Do you know what I mean? I'd love to know why Twitch keeps launching all my tabs muted recently. No idea. It costs me nothing to pick the lock.
I can't open it. It must be blocked on the other side. I'll have to find another way in, quick.
Okay, move away. Let's go through Napoleon's room. Hopefully he's not around. He's not around. Good.
I have to get inside Emily's room through the... Shit! It's locked.
Pick the lock is 3. Force the window is 4. Try to force the window open. Let's just... I think I'm going to need all the thing I can get. I'll pick the lock. That invisible lock, that bit of wood. That very, very subtle bit of wood. And on we go. Trait unlocked, finesse. We've got quite a few traits recently. What's this? Yeah, 1 point in subterfuge. Yes, brilliant. Or subterfuge. 1 point in conviction. 1 point in politics. 1 point in psychology. Oh, Jesus. We have gone really well. Point in diversion. Vigilance. Effort. Ooh. So, oh, claustrophobic. Yeah, we fucked that. We fucked that. Right. Onwards to glory. Can we? This one.
Huh. It's as if there are several people inside.
Once again, you're the one who's the victim in all this. What are you on about now? I should never have told you what happened to me. That's how it works, and you know it full well.
A letter
I'm not
from
that
William
naive.
Pitt the
I
Younger,
know you
addressed to
know
Emily.
that. Stop.
He's the present
We'll end
Prime
up
Minister
losing
of the United Kingdom. Emily has indeed some powerful backers. Madam, thank you for consoling the Queen. The King's situation is worsening, but I wager he'll recover from this present fit. Next time you speak with Her Majesty the Queen, would you please be so kind as to ask her to look into my petition to raise taxes with the King? I will personally see to it that our nation will recover from this impasse. But King George's mental situation is slowing down our decision-taking. Thank you in advance for all your help. William Pitt, Prime Minister of the United Kingdom of Great Britain.
Okay, we're investigating before we go through that door there, because as soon as we go through that door there, all shit is going to hit the fan. How's it going, Felion Panda? How you doing, you glorious bean?
2 coils circle the lock.
I will unlock it, because it means absolutely fucking nothing. Why not? Jesus. More knowledge bombs.
Dear Gregory, thank you for the information. I've managed to find out about the names you gave me. George Washington is a man you can trust. In spite of his obvious talent for politics, he has remained upright and honest. On the other hand, as you may well know, he is already doing business with Lord Mortimer. It will be more difficult to approach him. Napoleon Bonaparte was unknown to me until today. He's a passionate young French soldier for whom Mortimer predicts a promising future. Take heed. He is a man of conviction, which to my mind makes him potentially dangerous. As for Sarah de Richet, what more is there to say? You already know each other. She was apparently invited by Lord Mortimer about an ongoing matter in Paris that concerns a receiver in stolen art. See you soon. Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Go through the following page, but if it's someone I know, it opens the page muted. Interesting. Weird. Weird. I'm good. Returning a couple of shirts I ordered online. Bought something comfier to wear on Saturday. So overall, it's been a productive day. Huzzah! My day has also been productive.
All right.
Busy as
Retrieve
fuck.
everything.
Carmelite water, always useful.
A letter from William Pitt the Elder, addressed to Emily. He was the English Prime Minister. This letter dates from 15 years ago now.
15?
Madam, I shall never thank you enough for all your care and attention. I shall be indebted to you until my last breath. If you have any request of me, you only need ask. With regards to my son William, I shall never thank you enough for looking after him. You know the latter's preferences, and you will understand he needs you desperately. For that, and as agreed with Queen Charlotte, our friend Duke Hillsborough will carry out his task and meet with you within 6 months. From then on, you'll be free from want. Yours sincerely.
Interesting. Yeah, no, today's been a really good day. Getting everything sorted and ready for tonight, where we're going to be over on Adventure Tavern doing the last round, the round table of Darktide Rising Waters, which will be fucking great. If I can manage to get it all done in time, which I will, because I'm efficient like that. And yeah, no, it's been really good. It's been really, really good. It's just been busy. Just a busy old time, you know what I mean?
A Devil's Thorn, to be used to uncover the best disguised traits.
Yes. Devil's Thorn. All of Devil's Thorn. Okay, the rutting has commenced. There's my dead mother. This can only go fucking well. Oh, Jesus.
Golden elixir.
And the golden
without
elixir.
excess.
Right, friends. Shit's about to hit the fan. Be ready for this, because that is... Who are you pointing the gun at? Who are you pointing that gun at? Because that is my mother. Because I know from her the arm that's been cut off. But I also know that my mother, through my visions that I have every so often, I'm aware that my mother may well have killed Emily's sister. We also know that my mother was a particularly evil woman in regards to the fact that she treated me beautifully and amazingly, but committed absolute torture upon Elizabeth Adams. I'm wondering whether the gun is being pointed at Elizabeth Adams or maybe her sister. Let's find out.
What on earth is... You... Mother?
How dare you do this to me? You can talk. After everything I've done for you. You are joking, I hope, right? I gave you my life. That's enough, Emma. Now that Louis is here, you will leave Sarah alone. Cease your revenge immediately. What? If you think you're going to... Louis, help me, I beg you. I can no longer reason with her. I am Emily. Quit playing games. What? Honestly, don't be ridiculous. No. I am Emily. You are wasting your time. Louis knows very well how to tell us apart. After everything we've been through together.
Yes, well...
Don't you dare bring him into this. This is between you and me. I ask for nothing more, so stop taking it out on Sarah. You prissy little bitch! How dare you! Now that I've told you everything, you want to take my place, do you? You are joking, I hope. I'm the one who told you everything that's been going on while you were away. Go on, then. That's what you want, isn't it? You want to kill me. Go on, then. Shoot! After all the trouble I've gone through to find you. Go on. What are you waiting for? Here, Louis, take this.
Wait, what's going...
An entire life for this. Go on, shoot! Sorry, Louis, I can't shoot her. She's my sister. That's enough, Emma. Louis, out of the way. She's dangerous. Don't trust her. What are you trying to do? Louis, out of the way. I am not Emma. Come on, Louis, tell her who the real Emily is.
Wait,
That's right, Louis. I'm fed up with this little game. Tell him who the real Emily is.
Why do these things always happen to me?
Why do these things always
Louis,
happen to me?
come on, you know how to tell us apart, right?
Yes, but I'd like to ask you a few questions to make sure there's no doubt.
Rational and open, Louis. Let's see. How can I tell them apart? Wait, I've got an idea.
On the night of our arrival...
Oh, this can only go well. This can only go well. Oh, shit. Right, hold on a minute. Let's look. Emma, we have no idea what her weaknesses are. Emma Hillsborough is the twin sister of Emily Hill. Jesus Christ. Emma Hillsborough is the twin sister of Emily. Living in the shadows of her sister, Emma shares the same identity with her and the eyes of the world. Two sisters linked their destiny in the most intimate and possible way. Workplace, boyfriends, lovers, the two sisters shared everything together. This double identity was much appreciated by Charlotte de Mecklenburg-Strelitz, the present Queen of England, when she asked the two sisters to serve the crown. But with time, Emma has increasingly greater difficulty with her role as a double, and thus is tired of her role that Emma travels... It is thus tired of her role that Emma travels to Mortimer Manor as diplomatic representative of England. Okay. Vulnerability to psychology, immune to logic. Emily Hillsborough is a English duchess, close to the crown, very discreet about her origins. Emily only came onto the political scene after her wedding. Some qualified as marriage of interest to an open English aristocrat on the decline. Like libertarian, modern but discreet, she has taken it upon herself to establish close ties with her peers. In a few years, she has become the favourite diplomat of the Queen, which is what probably prompted her Prime Minister William Pitt to take her as a private secretary, thus provoking much suspicion and jealousy. As a regular visitor, Emily accepted Sir Gregory Holmes' invitation to come to Lord Mortimer's Island, because for nothing in the world she would miss one of these famed receptions. Oh, okay. So, on the night of our arrival, ask the twin behind. Ask the twin in front. She's the one with the gun. What did you give to me?
You gave me something. I wasn't feeling very well, and you gave me something. What was it?
My handkerchief. And you even kept it. It was stained with your blood. Louis, I already told her. This is all a waste of time. I'm the one who told you.
Right. Let's find something else. Ah, yes. Let's speak about my arrival at the manor.
Pose the question to the Emily behind me. So there's we'll take it in turns. Take it in turns. Sounds good. Speaking about who was already by the chimney, who stayed with who. What did we speak about? How did Mortimer welcome us? What was immune to logic? Okay.
On the night of our arrival, we were
You just encountered an immunity. I'm wondering if I can cheese this.
warming ourselves in front of the fire. Mortimer welcomed us in a certain way. What happened exactly?
Well played, Louis. Unfortunately, I'm not the one you should have asked that question to. Mortimer did not welcome us. It was Sir Gregory who welcomed us that night. Mortimer didn't show up until 2 days later. I know that as well.
Very well.
Let's try something else.
See if we can cheese it. Can we cheese it? Immune to logic. Immune to questioning. We've cheesed it, friends. We've cheesed it, friends. We've cheesed it. We've cheesed it.
On the first night, we went up to bed, but I wasn't tired. I went for a little stroll.
So, we know that this one is Emma. Because, don't know about cheese, but that feels very deliberate. We found an immunity. We found an immunity, and we know it. We know exactly who's who. Friends, Master Spy right here. You're welcome. You're fine. So the twin behind is definitely Emma. That is who I asked the question to. Should have asked the question to her. You're immune. Great, great, cool. On the first night we went to bed, but I wasn't tired. I went for a little stroll. Did we see each other? Ask her if I watched her sleep. What did I take from you? Did we speak?
Before going to bed, I went for a stroll. Did we speak to each other during that stroll?
You must be mistaken. After going up to bed, I went straight to sleep. But she knows all that, Louis. I already told her. Don't think you're going to get away with this deception so easily. I can assure you, you're going to regret pretending to be me once Louis has exposed you.
Right. I don't think I'll get very far like this.
We know.
I'll have to find something better.
Oh, I don't think I'll even wait until he's finished.
Take it easy now.
Are you mad, Louis?
Lower your arm.
I better act quickly if I don't want things to get out of hand.
Come on, she's putting one over on you. Look at yourself for crying out loud. You were prepared to shoot me down.
In the secret room behind the study. Talk to them about what you've been doing. Maybe they haven't spoken about it between each other yet.
On the night of the disappearance of Elizabeth Adams.
What about it? What do you want to know about that night?
Ask the twin behind. Because we know that that's it. It's kind of just paint by numbers right now. I think things are already out of hand, Louis. Well, this was the thing. Like, realistically speaking, the best way to go about this entire endeavor is go, give me the gun. I will take both of the guns, and I'll decide who's who. Sounds good? Yeah? And then we're not worrying about people having guns? Yeah, that's yeah? That's the twin behind. Vigilance. How did you get past the garden? Where were we both? Make her talk about the objects that you found. Diversion. Or vigilance. Ah. So, how did you get past the Gorgon? Cost me nothing.
Remember? How did you manage to vanquish the Medusa?
Sword toward the Gorgon, Gorgon toward the shield, shield toward the sword. Lantern toward the shield. Of course, I told her how to do it. That's enough! I've had enough of this charade. Louis, there's only one way to tell us apart. There's just one thing I didn't tell her about in detail. Too bad for you, Emma. I didn't want it to come to this, but you leave me no choice. Ask her about you and I. You just lost, Emma. I indeed didn't tell you everything about it. Come, Louis. Speak about our intimacy.
Very well. Let's talk about us.
It's like, no worries, Fox Plays. You take it easy. Thanks so much for bringing all your people over as well. I really, really appreciate it. Have a great day. Have a great day. Oh, have a great sleep, even. You know. I really appreciate it, dude. As the twin behind. What did we talk about last night? What did you do last night? Manipulation. Last night, what were you expecting of me? Ooh, that's an interesting one. I'll risk it for a biscuit.
Last night, when you came to my room, what exactly did you expect from me?
Exactly what happened. I was hoping you would share your bed with me. What?
Which I did.
And it was delicious, sir. What do you mean? It was delicious. You little slut. What did you do? Believe it or not, Louis, out of fear of her jealousy, I didn't tell Emma that we spent last night together. I hate you!
That's enough, both of you. Now I know who the real Emily is.
The real Emily is the Emily opposite me. Or the real Emily is the Emily behind me. 6 hours sleep before work. Get to it, get to it. Go, sleep, go, do your thing. Go, go. And we can't, we can't tab in. Emily is behind me. Emily is opposite me. So that is Emily. And Emma is, now I can't remember which one's which. Emma is the one which, Emily is the opposite me, yes. But we know this is true. But I'm intrigued as to what would happen if I gave them the, Well, we know this is true, so we'll go with this one. Do you know what I mean? Did she just shrug at you?
It's you, Emily.
No, Louis! She is manipulating you!
No, Emma. It's her. I know it. Despite all the trouble you've gone to put one over on me, I know it is her.
That's enough now, Emma. You little slut! Don't think you are going to get away with this so easily. You are going to stop your little game right now. Never! I am Duchess Hills. No!
Emily?
I am the Duchess.
But...
You don't. Dear God, what have I done? See what you've done. See?
Louis?
Mother!
What on earth is...
Go away! You must go. Everyone is going to arrive.
Louis, what's going on?
Duchess? Is everything all right?
Come on, Louis. There's nothing more you can do.
But I...
Leave us.
Emily, what's going on?
Mother, go to the crypt. I'll meet you there.
I'll be waiting for you.
Emily.
Madam, I am coming in.
It was bound to end like this, Louis. Let me stay with her. Please. Go. I'll cover you.
There's a lot of murder going on. There is a lot of murder going on right now. Fuck me. Oh my lordy. Well, was that the right person? Yes, it was definitely the right person because we cheesed it. I tabbed in halfway through the confrontation, as it were, and I caught, like, as soon as it said that one of them was immune to something, I was like, cool, I will jump in. Was it Emily Hillsborough? No, she is not. We have not gained another immunity, So we know that the other one was Emma Hillsborough. So we knew from the beginning which one was which. Because I cheesed it. Basically. Slight oversight on the game development there, but you know, I'm coming in, but don't worry, I'll take my sweet time while whoever is in there with you makes their escape. Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about that. People, I need to very quickly pop to the old urination station because I've had far too much fucking tea today. But I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Get up, have a stretch your eyes, look at something in the distance, grab some kind of beverage, hot, cold, or if the time is permitting, alcoholic. Don't forget to take your meds, and if you're wearing a binder, have a couple of deep breaths. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. I just need to quickly go pee, you know? Quickly go and pee. I won't be a second. Thanks, friends. Music pause. Thanks, friends. I appreciate your waiting. So yeah, we completely cheesed it. I didn't realize that there was going to be a murder. That's the bit that I didn't realize. I didn't realize there was actually going to be a fucking murder. Really interesting, though. What I really find interesting about this is if they had had the same, like, if they'd have had the same immunities and vulnerabilities, like, genuinely, if they'd have had the same immunities and vulnerabilities, that would have been a fucking beautiful twist. Like, you wouldn't have known at that moment which one was which. You wouldn't have known which Hillsborough was dead and which one was alive. Like, you genuinely wouldn't have had a clue, you know? So, yeah, interesting. I wonder if I can go to Peru's room. There's a lot of people dead. Can't go into Peru's room, so we go back through Napoleon's rooms. Yeah.
Good God! They're all here. They must have heard the gunshot.
Where is Lord Mortimer?
Can anyone hear anything through the door?
Let's go as if I'm completely innocent.
Did you hear that? I was not dreaming, was I?
Certainly not, Duke Godoy.
What's going on?
Someone had the bang coming from the Duchess's room, and she isn't answering. Gentlemen, go back to your rooms. Go back to your rooms. I shall find out from Lord Mortimer what this is all about. Thank you.
Interesting.
My instructions are clear, sir. No one is to enter.
Interesting. I'm wondering, okay, theories and analysis. I'm wondering if Emma Oh, I can't go back round. Okay, fine. I'm wondering if Emma was sent by... What's his name? Home? I'm wondering if Emma was sent by Home to convince me. Because Emily wouldn't do it. Which sister did you sleep with? Oh, I slept with Emma. The outrage is what really did it for me. The outrage is what really convinced me. I mean, it would have convinced me anyway, but I already knew the answer. Maybe the answer swayed my judgment because I cheesed it, but who knows. But yeah, no, I slept with Emma, and the outrage of Emily going, you did what? Because Emily evidently has a soft spot for me. And as I do her. And her outrage of how could you sleep with him like this, in this manner. I'm sure that they've definitely got round to sleeping with each other. Sleeping with the same, they say they share the same lovers and stuff like that, so evidently that's a thing. But there was definitely a scenario there. Right. Remind myself how to get through all this shit. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Right, back to the crypt. Let us go. Go see Mama. Mama, dearest. Right then, Mama.
Louis! At last, there you are.
Mother, wait,
Come, we have to be quick.
No, wait, Mother,
Time is running out, Louis. First, we must...
No! That's enough. I won't go a step further unless you explain to me what is going on here.
Good.
I'm begging you. Talk to me.
You must trust me, my son. You are not ready yet.
You are the one who should trust me. Tell me what's happening.
You would never believe me.
I came all the way here for you. Now I've found you. I'm ready, Mother.
If only.
Louis, I have always taught you to keep your mind open and rational. I know you are going to find this hard to believe, but what I am going to reveal to you is entirely true.
Many years ago, I found out that demons really do live among us.
I beg your pardon?
And that they can influence our thoughts.
Mother, listen to yourself. I know you're exhausted, but for crying out loud, listen to what you're saying. Demons? What next? An ancient monster with a head like an octopus? What do your demons look like? Have they got horns and a pointed tail?
No, these are not creatures with billy goat's legs. Forget your Christian folklore. Imagine them more as parasitic spirits. They possess their hosts and direct them from inside.
Parasitic spirits?
Yes, they are capable of going from one body to another as they see fit. And 2 of them are present on this island.
Right. So let me guess.
Mortimer and Home, Washington and Bonaparte, Volner and Godoy, the Boogeyman, Father Christmas. Huh. Did he just smack talk Cthulhu? Yes, he definitely did. He full on smack talked Cthulhu, and I can't deny I'm with him on that one. Mortimer and Home, it's gotta be. If it's gonna be those things, because we definitely believe it's Mortimer anyway, because of the fact that it's like Mortimer. There has always been a William Mortimer since the days of the Crusades. Since the days of the Crusades, there's always been a William Mortimer. It would make sense that if Mortimer and Home are such close friends, that those two would be it. Volnir and Godoy. Volnir is interested, like, if it was Mortimer and Volnir, I'd fully believe that as well. Volnir and Godoy. Volnir's really interested in the occult and stuff, so that kind of makes sense. Godoy is just interested in his own kind of pride. Washington and Bonaparte. Washington could kind of understand. Bonaparte seems a little bit too naive in these matters. The Boogeyman and Father Christmas. Both very suspect. Very suspect. But I'm going to go with Mortimer and Home.
Lord Mortimer and Sir Gregory, right?
You felt it too?
No, even if Home does look the part. But I don't know who else could do it, given that we're on their territory.
Many years ago, well before you were born, I crossed paths with one of them. Since then, I've spent my life trying to find it again. When we recovered the Alizif, I was persuaded that von Burchard was working for this demon in one way or another. But I thought he would hand the book to a middleman during this conference. That's where I made an error that could well turn out to be fatal. The one who Burchard was meant to give the book to was none other than the demon in person, Mortimer. Not to mention that Home had sent Volnir to get it for him.
Home and Mortimer are demons?
They both seem to disagree about many things, but I'll admit I never knew exactly why. There are many of them, Louis, not just those two.
Mother, have you any proof to support any of this?
Of course, but you do too. You had everything laid out in front of you. Didn't you notice anything?
Don't listen to her mad talk. Yeah. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I noticed a lot of things. Property deeds, his family tree, his secret study, the fact that no one knows him, that's all I think, the conference. Let's start with his family tree.
I came across his family tree in his study.
An only son.
Since the Third Crusade.
The fall of St. John of Acre, Louis. The fall of St. John of Acre.
Well, those property deeds across the world, all signed by the same hand and over several centuries.
I am proud of you, Louis.
I found your notes written in lemon juice.
Where all eyes size you up. At one stage, I was so afraid of losing my mind that I noted everything down. Congratulations, Louis. Wait, please tell me you didn't open Pandora's box.
The urn? No, I didn't. Why?
Good. We'll deal with it later.
Oh, I love that. I love that. There was, to be clear to everybody, we found a secret room full of mythical objects that had like the golden fleece from Jason and the Argonauts. It had Pandora's box, as they've just mentioned. It had Saint Joan of Arc, her sword. It had a whole load of mythical artifacts. And there was one thing that was like, do you want to open Pandora's box? Now, I was very tempted to open Pandora's box. However, somebody, and I won't mention who they are because I'm sure they didn't mean to do it quite in the way it was, but they said, you should open Pandora's box. It makes the game interesting later on. And because of the fact that I absolutely hate backseat gaming, I naturally went, well, now I'm definitely not going to do that. So... yeah, that was basically the scenario. That's the reason why we didn't open Pandora's box.
I went beyond the Nightmare Mother.
You understood the Masonic date.
1191.
Of course! It was during that siege that the demon took possession of Sir Mortimer. They spent a whole night in conversation until the early hours of the morning. Mortimer had passed the test. He had charmed the demon, and so it chose him to be its host for centuries to come. But tell me, did you find his secret study?
I did indeed.
Did you see his maps of the world?
He has contacts the world over.
Yes, I've been developing the Golden Order across the world for many years, and I've never seen anyone with such influence. It's simply inhuman.
fact that no one knows him, always good.
I must admit, I found it difficult to understand how and why Mortimer didn't have a place in history.
On the continent, Mortimer and Holm are mere dandies who organize society balls. History forgets them with a disconcerting facility. No one speaks about them, and yet they whisper in the ears of kings and presidents.
You mean the conference?
How can you explain that someone manages to bring together so many important figures without anyone knowing?
And without any security or personnel.
That is all, I think.
Louis, I am proud of you. You came all this way. You found me. You have surpassed me.
You taught me everything I know. Right. How did it all begin?
I saw him!
What do you mean you saw him?
I was 20 years old. I was young and carefree. I traveled the world in search of adventure. In the Persian Gulf, we came across an ancient grimoire that became unlocked. Composed of 7 parts, each one was a book in itself, set in a sort of metal armor that structured the whole thing. When all the volumes were brought together, they formed a single book. On my return to Paris, I set to studying these pages. I spent all my days and nights studying them.
Oh, I can imagine you doing that.
But the writing was in a language I had never seen before, developed well before Sumerian, in my opinion. So I got the idea to form a small occult circle composed of all the major names in the occult world to see if anyone else could crack it.
And you found no one.
And I found someone, Louis. I found him. Or rather, he found me. He was young, charismatic. He was flamboyant.
Me? Possibly. Potentially me? Young, charismatic, and flamboyant. None of them are young. Mortimer's old. Holm is old. But, like, if they've lived for centuries... Although they did say that they jumped from host to host. You know what I mean? Balan is a demon confirmed. I mean... I'm not saying I'm definitely a demon. Young, charismatic, and flamboyant. If they jump from host to host, then it makes sense. Von Borchardt, though, is an occult specialist.
Wait a minute, who are you talking about? Von Borchardt?
No, Mortimer, of course. He was a veritable mine of knowledge. I showed him the book, and he was able to decipher a few passages. We spent several months together studying the pages.
But how old was he? Because he's old now. So they obviously jump from host to host. So they have a single son that nobody knows anything about, and then he jumps from father to son. Interesting. Let her continue.
He helped me understand certain passages until I realized that he only translated a few parts for me. But I had aroused his interest. It was too late.
How so?
I mean to say he manipulated me. He used me, and in the end, he stole the book with all its secrets.
Did he ever go to your place?
Not once. At least I don't think so. But before disappearing, he proposed a pact between us. He proposed that I follow him and let him teach me, allow him to bring me up.
No, she must have refused. Shit, she caved.
And you accepted.
Please don't be stupid. You don't make deals with the devil. After that, I spent my whole life looking for him. 3 years later, in Berlin, I just missed him. In London, I lost 6 members of the order in a chase. In 1741, in Tunisia, I found a sect of fanatics who had crossed paths with him once. 1741, in Poland. 1749, in India.
8 years ago in Venice.
We agreed never to speak about what happened in Venice, Louis.
Insist? What do we know about Mama? Anything? Nothing. We know nothing about Rumamar. Whoa, is it worth? Yeah, I'm gonna risk it for a biscuit. Display immunities. Insect.
You agreed, and that was before you spoke to me about demons. Wait, the baby we delivered, you and me, that night in Venice, did he have anything to do with Lord Mortimer?
The child was his son.
We stole his son? Are you insane? I always thought we took him to save him.
That was the case. It was precisely to save him from his father.
Need I remind you the mother died during childbirth? What became of the child?
Later. For the moment, that is not the key issue here. Once we found the Al-Azif in Paris, I followed von Borchert's trail here. I didn't think it would lead me straight to the demon. It was careless of me. He toyed with me for a few days, until I caught on, until I saw him as he was. But he had no intention of letting me leave. We are all his pawns, Louis, and if we don't want to spend the rest of our lives turning round in circles here, we must absolutely get off this island. All right, can we move on?
Wait a minute, one last thing.
What happened with Elizabeth? What happened with Emma? Why the cannons for Bonaparte? Did you negotiate the things? What happened with Elizabeth?
I want to know what happened with Elizabeth Adams.
Louis, we haven't time for those details.
I must know.
I'm sorry, Mother, but I want to know.
She was one of the receptacles for these monsters. I met her parents when she was born. One of the demons got inside her. The demon used her to spy on her father, John Adams. He is one of the founding fathers and vice president of the United States, you know.
Mortimer possessed her?
No, I don't think it was Mortimer. Her father, John Adams, hired me to tend to her, but the evil in her was too deep. In spite of the various treatments I tried on her, I never succeeded in getting it out of her. It's not something I'm proud of, Louis, but I had to try everything.
It does make sense that she would, after being tormented by my mother, she would escape to Mortimer's and Holmes' secret island if she was also one of the demons. Who killed her?
Do you know who killed her?
Absolutely not.
I want to know what happened between you and Emily's sister.
Great responsibility often brings difficult choices, Louis. That's all you need to know.
I've got a feeling she'll be immune to manipulation because of the fact that she's got to be immune to manipulation. Probably manipulation and occult, given the fact that she is an occultist and the fact that she's resisted the temptations of a demon.
All right, but you're not getting away with it so lightly. Once we get back to Paris, be sure I won't be letting it go.
We'll see in Paris, then.
What did you negotiate about the Al-Azif with Volner?
Absolutely nothing. I managed to pull the wool over his eyes until I found a way to flee.
What was going on with the cannons in Tuscany?
It was nothing.
Since when does the Order finance wars?
The cannons for that Bonaparte fellow? Listen. Once in the lion's den, I did whatever I could to appear legitimate. So yes, I pretended to be interested in Mortimer's project about a young military man who was seeking funding for a foundry in Tuscany. Between you and me, if buying China would have enabled me to escape, I would have signed without hesitation.
Found your letter on the Worth. Why did you hide your effects on the Worth? Pierre G's letter, your hand.
Samuel Ritter du Choix, you wanted to send me a letter about Godoy.
I wanted you to run a check on Duke Manuel. But frankly, it doesn't really matter anymore now. Godoy is just a pawn like the others. He is not the one I was looking for.
You know, I found your package under a wharf plank.
As a matter of fact, I needed it yesterday. I wasn't expecting anyone to take it.
On the evening of my arrival, Cardinal Piaggi came looking for you. He was determined to give you a letter.
More of his lists. Louis, I think I know what's in that letter, and I beseech you to believe that it is the least of our worries. We can sort that out later.
Can't deny that.
Are you going to tell me what happened to your hand?
Better than that, I shall show you.
All right,
Good.
let's see.
I think that's about right. We shall speak about it once we get back to France.
Great actions for humanity have been decided by demons for centuries, Louis. They are playing with our destiny. We are their slaves. And it's time for it to stop. By the way, what was Mortimer's project at this conference?
He wants the United States to occupy all the North American territory. France should recover Louisiana and give it to the United States. In that case, the Americans would just have to push west to chase the Spanish from the continent once and for all.
And as Mortimer controls Washington, you may just as well say that it will put him at the head of a world superpower. We should do our utmost to put a stop to Mortimer's plans. But for the time being, there are more pressing matters.
Are you going to tell me why we're here?
How's it going, Daha? How you doing?
There. That's why we are here.
That's what happened to her hand. That's what happened to her hand. Found that Cardinal Piaggi has not been perturbed by the events. Managed to go through Napoleon Bonaparte's room without leaving a trace. I protected one of the Hillsborough twins. I went to see the crowd outside Lady Hillsborough's room. I could have been witness to Napoleon Bonaparte's resolution. I could have learnt something from the Al-Azif. Oh, interesting. But that, my friends, is where we're going to have to leave it.